Are you looking for a reusable ice pack? We're going on a road trip here soon, and we always, whenever we go on a road trip, we bring a cooler with us. And every time we have to buy new groceries and go to the next destination, we bag a giant bag of ice to be able to put in the cooler to keep everything that we bought that needs to stay cold, cold. And we realized, wait a minute. We could probably get some ice packs that we can reuse. You know those gel ones? We stay at a lot of like Airbnbs or even hotels that have usually a small little freezer section. That way we could take these ice packs and just freeze them the day before we leave and then take them with us and not have to buy as much ice, which would help, I would think, help to save on costs of travel. So my wife got to looking online and she found this one right here. It actually came in a bulk pack. There's, I think, 4 in here, maybe two or 4. I can't. There's 4 in here. I see 4 tops. Let's get into this today. This is made by a company called Cooler Shock Premium Ice Pack right there. If you guys want to check this out, I'll link it up down in the description below. You can go read other people's reviews about it and not just take my word for it. I'm one guy literally checking it out for the first time. But this is, not only is it good for a cooler to keep all your stuff inside your cooler cool and not have to buy ice, but if there's ever some kind of injury on the road, these are flexible enough to where you have like a knee injury, you could easily have a pad right here to be able to ice it, or maybe your neck or your shoulder or anything like that. So these not only are good for road trips, but also good for whenever you get injured or if something happens to you or if you have a surgery or something like that done. So Premium Ice Pack replaces ice and dry ice. Quart packs, it equals 3 pounds of ice. We got this idea because I was at my barber and he went down to real far into Texas, and it was a hot area and he eats a lot of meat, so he took his meat with him, and he said he gets gel packs. You know, sometimes you order stuff online and it comes with those packs, and they're usually packed with gel and you can refreeze them. This was the same idea that he had, he was telling us about, and so we were like, oh, we're gonna try that. That sounds awesome. This is contents made in the USA and a USA assembly right there, so that's super cool if you like the made in the USA. It does give you a diagram here too. Look, that you can go with the size of your cooler here and how long you need it to be cool for. And there's half day, a full day, or 2 days. So they really stand by their product if they can offer a 2-day coldness right there. And then it goes all the way from 16 quart to a 96 quart. I think ours might be a 48 or a 64. I'm not too sure. So if we need quantity needed, if we needed a half day, we would need 4 of these things, which would be what we got here. Perfect. Or a full day, we can go 4 to 6 on a 48 quart or 6 to 8 on a 64 quart. So we might need to get, we're driving most of the time, and all of our drives are actually less than. We'd probably actually be pretty good with just the half day rankings right here. So that's super cool. And then they give you a performance chart right here, which shows you the temperature of ice in Fahrenheit, and then the temperature of the cooler with the cooler shocks. I guess it has a way of holding in the coldness better, which is super cool. And you have your ice equivalent chart, so how much ice you would need, how many cooler shocks you need based on how many pounds of ice that you get there. And so you know, like a 48 quart, you need about 18 pounds of ice, which would be 6 of these pads right here. So, I mean, once you start adding up the cost, I mean, if the bag of ice these days is $2 to $3, start adding that up day in and day out of traveling, you know, every time you travel, that's going to be pretty intense there. So let's take a look at it. We got this one right here, and you get 3 more. They give you, looks like, some instructions here. Oh, look, there's a video online at coolershock.com. Ice pack instructions for setup and use. Have the cap. Okay, hold on, that's this. We got another little package right here. Have the cap and silicone corks nearby and set aside, ready for use. Measure out tap water according to the pack size. So you have your large pack, your mid pack, and your lunch pack. They make these for lunch boxes as well. So if you're looking for a cold pack for your lunch box, they have a 12-ounce one. Let's see, this one right here is the quarter, right? The quart, 3 pounds of ice, the quart pack. Is that considered the mid pack or the large pack? I'm gonna assume that is the mid pack. The 10 by 10, that looks like it's about a 10 by 10. And so we're gonna need 3.5 cups of water in there. and you use this. Oh, this is cool. I know exactly what this is, and I'm so excited about this. I've been looking at these and never pulled the plug on buying one. This is a silicone funnel that is collapsible. So this is perfect for traveling as well. Just something to throw. You could literally just throw this in the cooler. It collapses down. And then whenever you need to fill your pack, or if you just need to fill something else that has a small neck to it, you could use this little funnel right here. I'm super excited about that. I've been looking at those for a long time. Then there's a cork here as well. So I guess you got to cork these things. Once you open up the pack here, you can cork them off like that. Let's see. And then you put this on too, I think. Let's see. Have the caps and silicone corks nearby and set aside ready for use. Measure out tap water according to the pack size. Okay. Measure the appropriate amount of water as listed above. Let the water stand for a few minutes to release the air bubbles. Hold the pack over a sink and gradually pour the water into the spout using the provided collapsible funnel. Gently squeeze the pack against your chest. Works well, while keeping the opening straight up so you can see the water rising to the top. When the water reaches the top, push the silicone cork narrow in first until flush. Wetting the cork makes installation easier. Once the cork is installed, it cannot be removed, okay? Now screw the cap on, tighten all the way there until there's no gap at the bottom where it meets the spout rim. That's it. Pack will turn to gel in 20 minutes. And then you place the packs in the freezer for, this one takes 8 to 24 hours to freeze. The large packs takes 12 to 48, and the lunch packs takes 8 hours. So if you're traveling a lot like we are, you might want to make sure that you get these things into your freezer as soon as possible. This is super cool. Look, if you guys want to read a little bit more about the instructions that they have right there, I'm going to put that right there on the screen. Y'all pause the video and y'all can read that right there if y'all need all that. This is super cool. I am very excited to test these things out, which we are going to be doing on our 30-day road trip. So if you guys want to see my full-on review of how these things are performing, I'm going to put that right there on the screen. You guys can go and click that video, or YouTube thinks that this is the best video for you. So click one of these two videos. I'll see y'all in those videos. I'll link these up down in the description below if you guys want to check them out. Thank y'all for watching, and Dad out.